In this video, I'm going to show you ways to take plain screenshots that you're editing with and make them stand out and animate them from the background to give it some life. So a lot of times when we're editing, especially in modern or digital scenarios, sometimes we might want to work with a screenshot. Perhaps it's a review of a product, perhaps it's a comment or any kind of screenshot, especially in the digital age. There's lots of times where you work with them. So I have in the background just a random video clip. This could be any video clip that you have, or you could even do things like generate a ramp or a gradient. So in the video effects folder, you could go to the generate section. You could do 4 color gradients, you could do ramps, or you can even make designs or plain colors in Photoshop. In Premiere, if you just click this new item button and choose color matte, you can also choose plain colors. So if you just want a black or a dark blue, you can also do plain color backgrounds. But the background aside, the other thing that I have is a screenshot that I've taken, which so many times we need to work with screenshots and they just come in like this, kind of plain looking. So I'm going to leave it at this sunflower effect or sunflower video. And one quick tip that you can do to separate the focus of the screenshot and the background, if it is a video clip, is just simply add a Gaussian blur, and that's in the blur and sharpen video effects folder, onto the video clip. So in the effects control panel here, I can control all the parameters of all those effects, and I can increase the blurriness, and you can immediately see it just brings that screenshot into focus. Repeat edge pixels is an option if you don't want that kind of vignette happening. But in this case, I don't mind it. You can actually also go to the Lumetri color panel itself and add a vignette. That actually almost helps bring the focus into the center. And you can also do things like lower the saturation if you want, but in this case, I don't really need to do much else. The other thing you can do is lower the exposure, or a bit easier, just in the opacity section, lower the opacity down to like 50%. Kind of fades it out, makes the screenshot stand out. Now on the actual screenshot layer, there's also a couple effects that we can add to make that stand out. So the first one, if we go to the video effects folder and choose in the perspectives folder, there is a drop shadow or radial shadow. So I can add a drop shadow onto this, and I can increase the opacity of that drop shadow. I can change the direction and also the distance of it. So I can just add a drop shadow, maybe soften it up a little bit, put it at whatever opacity seems right. You can use the same effect as a color. So like if I wanted to add more of a glow instead of a shadow, I could do something like that and just make the distance less and just increase the softness. Quick way to add like an outer glow. And another thing that I can do to give it some perspective is the basic 3D effect. If I add this onto the clip, I can change the swivel, I can change the tilt, and also the distance forward and backward. So one thing I might want to do is just maybe add a little bit of perspective. You can even click this specular highlight for some cool highlights that happen on it. And maybe I could just add a keyframe. So at the beginning of the clip, I can make the distance and the swivel here, and then at the end of the clip, I can just make it swivel a little to the left and maybe closer to the camera. So I can move those keyframes. And then as the clip plays, you see it swivels in and out. And you can even use just the basic position keyframes to animate this in and out of the frame. So I can add a keyframe onto the position, and I can start it out like on the outside of the frame and then bring it in to the center. All I did was hit this reset parameter button that brought it back to the default center parameters. But as you can see, that brings it in like that. I could do the same thing to bring it out. I can add a keyframe and then just bring it the x-axis all the way to the right. And that's just a quick way to animate. But you could also animate in different ways. Like instead of doing the position keyframes, you could simply add a cross dissolve. So I could just right click apply default transition it'll fade in and out, or you can even try to play around with some of the video transitions in the effects folder. So things like cube spin or something, it'll come in different ways. So there's tons of different transitions that you can try to do. Another fun one is the transform effect in the distort folder. If you actually bring it in this way, this has all the same position and scale effects, but this gives you an option to increase the shutter angle. And you'll see if I do the same animation in this case, like bring it in from the side, we actually get a motion blur that happens because we can adjust the shutter angle in this transform effect. But that is some basic tips for working with screenshots to kind of make them pop and make them look a lot nicer than something like this that happens at default. Just those little touches that help you look more professional as an editor. My name is Justin Odisho. If you enjoyed this video, you can check out my channel and subscribe for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.